Yo, what is up, my friends? It's Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got your best bets here for NBA Thursday on December 19th, 2024. We're going to have 4 picks here today that I think are great value bets here for this Thursday NBA slate. As always, if you guys are new to the channel here today, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 9,000 subscribers. As always, appreciate all of your guys' support. I'm excited to be back, guys. We did an NFL video. We got that out for Thursday Night Football. Make sure you guys check that out. I have that linked here at the end of this video where you guys can check out that video. Guys, I'm super pumped to be back. Our first NBA betting video of the year. Couple quick notes. My Twitter account did get hacked. So if you guys follow us on Twitter, make sure you guys refollow us at the new Twitter. I have that link down below in the pinned comment. Not our Twitter, our X account now, if you want to call it that. I got a new account for that, so if you guys want to follow us, like I said, I will link down below for that. Without further ado, guys, though, let's get after it today. Let's have a great NBA season. Super excited to bring this video here to you today. I got 4 picks today, and hopefully we'll have our regular betting videos here going forward. So let's get after it today. Let's get right into our picks here at number 1. We are going with Tristan da Silva, over 8.5 points here for the Orlando Magic. Plus 100 odds here on FanDuel. Guys, I was looking at this game and I'm thinking, man, I see a lot of potential opportunity in this game just because Franz Wagner is out and Banchero is out. And I was wondering how the books would adjust as far as these point lines and, if we'd be able to sneak some value here on some Magic players. And I really think Da Silva is due for a good game here today. His last game he played versus the Knicks, he was 9-17 from the floor, posting 20 points. So obviously I like seeing that. And here, versus the Thunder, you would think, Thunder are the greatest defensive team in the NBA, which they are. But if they have one vulnerability on the court, it'd be versus a small forward position, which is where Da Silva lines up. So I think in this spot, even regardless of that, I think Da Silva, just on volume alone, I think this play is well worth it. Like I said, shot 17 times last game, coming off a great game, which I like seeing that. And I was thinking, who's, most apt to get the best opportunities for the Magic? I was looking at Suggs at first. That was my first thought. His line is up near 20 points. I'm like, I think this dude's going to be in foul trouble versus SGA tonight. I really do. Suggs already struggles with foul trouble. He's fouled out of 3 games since November 29th. So the dude tends to pick up fouls. Last time he played OKC, he picked up 4. And obviously he's going to play more minutes and stuff like that with the absences today. So I could see him getting into foul trouble versus SJ, so I wasn't comfortable taking his over in points. And then Batadze was the other guy I thought of. And I'm like, you know what? I think he's going to have a hard time versus Hartenstein in the paint. So I'm like, who does that leave? It leaves Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Da Silva really as the best options that I'm looking at. And Da Silva is the guy that's kind of, like I said, shot the ball 17 times last game. Caldwell-Pope, his volume really wasn't impacted too much as far as his amount of shots he took. So I think, like I said, I think this could be a good game here for Da Silva. And 8.5, very reasonable line. He could cash this in the first half for you. I wouldn't be surprised at that at all. And just from a matchup perspective, like I said, OKC giving up the 9th most points to small forwards. So I see this as a very solid look here tonight for Da Silva. So love it there for number 1 pick. We got Tristan da Silva over 8.5 points here for the Orlando Magic. Plus 100 odds here on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 2, we're rocking with the Memphis Grizzlies. -2 spread here versus the Golden State Warriors. -110 odds on Fanatics. Guys, over the last few years, I believe the Grizzlies and the Thunder have been some of my favorite teams to bet on just because they cover the spread. If you strictly just stick to that, you'd be a profitable bettor betting on the Grizzlies and Thunder. And so once again, I'm looking over this year, and once again, the Grizzlies are up near the top and covering the spread, which I'm not really that surprised. The books still have not gotten them right. It seems like Memphis, like I said, has just been one of those teams that has just been great at covering the spread over the last few years. 18-9 against the spread this season. 11-4 at home against the spread. So particularly at home, they've been very good. I think the Warriors are coming in. I know they got Curry back. I know they just traded for Schroeder. But I think sometimes when you get a new player, it takes a little bit of time for that situation to gel. And so I think that could be a struggle for Golden State tonight. Working Schroeder into the offense and kind of how that's going to look. as far as, ball handling, shot selection, all these different things. I think it's going to take a minute for that to get going, for that to really become a good thing here for the Warriors. Like I said, Warriors have struggled here over the last 13 games, going 4-9 on the road here versus Memphis. I think Memphis is going to take this one. Memphis 5th, Warriors 6th in defensive efficiency. Memphis 8th, Warriors 14th in offensive efficiency. So you see the Memphis Grizzlies are top 10 in both categories, offensively and defensively. And I think they're going to have a great chance here to cover. Ja Morant listed as questionable for this game with lower back soreness. So that was, I guess, a little bit of a concern with me. But to be honest with you, as long as Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson are playing, I'm still very confident in this play regardless. The Grizzlies actually were a great cover team and a great team without Ja Morant playing a few years back. They went on a great run without him. So this team is still very capable even without Ja Morant. I would almost argue that at times they've even looked a little better without Ja Morant. And now lately, Ja Morant, I think, has had a better balance in this game as far as passing and scoring. Back in his earlier days, the offense was predicated so much on him that, the teammates weren't getting involved as much. But that obviously has been better now. But like I said, regardless, I think the boys of Memphis could still take care of the Warriors even without Ja Morant. So that's why I still sent this play, even with Ja Morant listed as questionable. I'm still very confident in this Grizzlies team that they can get this done. So low there for number 2 pick. We're going Memphis Grizzlies -2 spread here versus the Golden State Warriors. -110 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, at number 3, we are going with LaMelo Ball over 7.5 assists here for the Charlotte Hornets. +100 odds here on BetMGM. Really love the value on this play, guys. The fact that we're getting plus value on this one. You get the Wizards here allowing the 6th most assists to point guards. Really the biggest thing that stuck out to me is, obviously I know the Wizards are a terrible defensive team. So I was like, yeah, assists are pretty easy to come by versus this team. They allow the 6th most assists overall as well in the NBA. But really the big thing that stuck out is like, man, Miles Bridges is back now for the Hornets. Just came back. In LaMelo Ball's first game with him back, or when they both played, last game, LaMelo Ball had 11 assists on 22 potential assist opportunities. So they didn't cash as many as they could have, but 22 chances for a line that's 7.5. And Ball only played 26 minutes. So a couple things I see here. Obviously, LaMelo Ball pretty much just came back. I see his minute count going up in this game. And like I said, with Bridges back as well, I really love the odds that he's going to drop 8 assists here tonight. I think, like I said, the key here is Bridges being back. I think that is such a big thing for the Hornets and for LaMelo Ball. And like I said, I see him throwing some lobs to him, getting some assists. Obviously, this is also, a great scoring opportunity game for Ball. I thought about the points and assists, but his point line's 26.5, a little rich for my blood. But I still don't think that's a bad play either. But here, I'm more comfortable just taking the assists. So, love it there for number 3 pick, guys. We got LaMelo Ball over 7.5 assists here for the Charlotte Hornets. +100 odds on BetMGM. All right. Now, listen closely to this one, guys. For our number 4 pick, we got Jalen Green under 20.5 points here for the Houston Rockets. -120 odds on BetMGM. I looked this up on the app on my phone. That is the best line that you can get. 20.5. A lot of the books have this line at 18.5 or 19.5. So take your best line. Like I said, if you don't have BetMGM, I still like it at 19.5. But obviously, like I said, at 20.5 on BetMGM, this really is the best value. On FanDuel, I believe at 19.5, it was -128 for the under. So, like I said, we're getting better odds and an extra point in our favor on BetMGM. So I'm definitely taking it on that book. We got Jalen Green here under in 7 of his last 10 games, 8 of his last 10 at home, and he's actually gone under. He's a very consistently inconsistent guy. You'll see him. He's the type of guy that could drop 30 or 40 points. He's also the type of guy that could drop 10. Like we saw last game versus OKC, really didn't have a lot going for him. But then in a game before they had like 30 or something like that. So this obviously makes me nervous. This is the type of play that could go one of two ways on this. You're going to know probably pretty early on in the game whether this play is going to go completely sideways on us or if we're going to be in the money, I feel like. But I'm going to go with the numbers here. He has been going under enough for me, over 70% of the time. And matchup-wise versus the shooting guard position, the Pelicans allow the fourth fewest points to shooting guards. So I like that. But like I said, Jalen Green is one of those guys that you just sometimes don't know. But he is inconsistent, which I'm going to bet on his inconsistency here tonight. We got blowout potential here for the Rockets with the spread set to 9 points. So, I see this more being a game for Sengun and maybe Jabari Smith with their size. Smith shooting from the outside and also getting in on the post. Same thing with Sengun. I see those guys dominating tonight, and guys like Jalen Green being a little more quiet here in this game. That is what I'm banking on. And I think, like I said, with the inconsistencies of Green, I don't see him going over. But like I said, anything can happen in a bet. This could definitely turn sideways on us, but we're betting on his inconsistency tonight. So, load there for number 4 pick. Going Jalen Green under 20.5 points here for the Houston Rockets. Minus 120 odds on BetMGM. All right, guys, that is going to do it for our picks. If y'all enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're on the road to 9,000 subscribers. Super excited to get back after it here in the NBA season with you guys. I think we're having a great year, and hopefully we get off to a good start. At least a 3-1 day would be ideal. Obviously, we'd love to sweep 4-0, but we would happily take 3-1 as well for our first episode. So, appreciate all you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Make sure you guys refollow us on our X account. I got a new handle for that as someone hacked my account. I believe the old account I used to have is now like a male stripper account. I don't know what happened. I love to blast that guy, but I'm not going to waste my time on that. But obviously it kind of sucks. We had a pretty good following over on X, and then obviously that account got hacked. So I took extra measures to make sure it doesn't happen again. But that was definitely a bummer. So if you guys would kindly refollow us on there, I'd appreciate that. Outside of that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Merry Christmas to you all. Happy New Year's. Obviously, we'll still be doing videos on the daily, specifically for NBA. NFL, we'll have one for the Sunday action as well. I haven't determined yet when I'm going to release that video. But appreciate all you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We will catch you guys all next time. Peace out.